turns out I've actually got the right size bolts, or enough of the right size bolts, so we can refit them bolts tomorrow. It's all snugged down now, it's in shape, the glue's going to go off. Right, so what's next? I lost my wallet. Jem? Jem? Yeah? Lost my wallet.
It's a good job I carry all the important cards, isn't it?
Out of the van. I could have dropped it there.
Let's go and find it. What's really good about the Excise wallet is that you can track it. So we can use our iPhone and we can actually see we're 150 yards away from it. So there's where we are, there's where the wallet is. But as well you can play a noise. So instead of looking for it, we can actually listen for it. So let's go and find Simon's wallet. Right, so I'm going to start playing the sound, so listen out. Right, so on the dot, we're right on it, and I can hear it.
Well done, that's cool.
So you should never ever lose your wallet, and even if you do, you can find it so easy. It's also got some cool features though, hasn't it, Si?
It is a premium leather wallet, it's a Parliament wallet. So we've got a little emergency toolkit, as you know me, I'll span in my pocket all the time. You can basically flick all your cards out, you can pick a card, sir, any card. You can keep cash or business cards or something like that there. It's fantastic. I really like the action of this though. Check that out, that's cool.
And how does it track it?
Ah, there's actually a little secret tracking thing which goes in the back there, which apparently this protects you from the RFID, so people can't come along and scan your pocket for your cards.
That's the whole wallet that does that, not
just the wallet. That card. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. So there you go, yeah. Shame it's got no money in it.
That's what happens when you own a boat, love.
Right, come on. Back to boat work.
But also, if you're interested in an Excise wallet, you can use our code SHIPHAPPENS and get a discount. And at the moment, they're also running a summer sale, so you can get an additional 20% off on top of the discount that you get using our code. So there's the website. I'll drop a link in the description. Go and check them out.
I think what we need to do now is move all the lines from the spider cleats to our new cleats, and I'm going to tie it to the bow roller as well, so then we've got all this deck to play with then. That'll be fun, won't it? And then hopefully we'll have no more hold-ups as we're going down the deck, because we had to move the cleats and make brackets and stuff, didn't we, last time? We'll be able to just fly now all the way to the wheelhouse. Sounds dead easy, doesn't it?
It's quite like an exciting stage when you're actually taking stuff off the boat that you fitted at the very beginning to protect it. So that spider cleat's done us proud for the past 3 years, but yeah, time to go. I can't wait to get this big massive one off the deck. That's just been the bane of our lives for the past few years, tripping over it.
So if we have that as like a bridle, what do you think?
Yeah, looks good.
Right, so them two are done now. They go right down there up to a big anchor at the front. Well, there's actually 2 anchors down there. So we've got this one here, this big mighty line. Problem with these big mighty lines, you need a big mighty boat to tie it to. We haven't got anything proper to tie it to. So what we're going to do is take the big line off and we're going to exchange it for a slightly smaller one. And the best way to untie these is with one of these. This rope stuff I've had on the boat for a while. It's not the best, but we'll definitely change it before winter, I think. For some nice super duper 19-ton stuff. So what we'll do now, for now, is just double it up. There you go. Do you reckon that's how neat they have it in the Navy?
I hate that line, I'm so glad it's gone. That's like a milestone, that, for me.
I want to see the deck, no, it's gone.
But yeah, definitely more space. Whoa. Right, get rid of the rest of them.
Right, so we're now tied up now.
Look at it! That's the first time we haven't had like lines all over the deck.
Apart from when we first got the boat. Do you remember? No, we still have a few lines, but it was like wood.
What, with all these holes?
If you squinted, it looks okay.
No, it never.
Anyway, yeah, right, so we're now tied to the bow roller. That's not the proper way of tying the boat up and over, but we know it's pretty secure. 2 cleats at the front, which are nice and secure. So now we can lose our big spider cleat that we made as a temporary thing about
3 years ago.
3 years ago, and it served its purpose well. So I think what we'll do, we'll start by going underneath, we'll undo all the nuts underneath, and we've got some lines coming off this, which maybe they worked, maybe they didn't. So let's go downstairs and undo the nuts. So all these braces go underneath the big cleat we put on and go out to like stringers and stuff like that, and gives a bit of triangulation, a bit of push and pull going on. So yeah, we can lose all these now, which is great.
But we also had them in when we didn't have a beam shelf and where we didn't have strong frames and stringers.
Yeah, it was a bit of try and put some strength into the boat. Oh, it's gonna be a 2-person job, this, isn't it? Won't stand there.
Okay, so every time like you're undoing one, you hear something fall inside, so...
Yeah, there's like a little spreader plates underneath.
Oh yeah.
I've got my bad trainers on with no grips, that like just the sloppiest thing ever. So, I mean, at least once a year you should drain your cleats.
That better not leak back into the boat. That's been down many years.
But no leaks or anything.
Problem we could possibly have later is when we cut all the deck away, we don't have enough bits of wood to patch it in. It'd be really, really nice to take the time to, cut out all the plugs and get the Iroko up in strips so it could be used elsewhere. But the time that's going to take just isn't the best use of our time, because obviously while the weather is nice, we just need to get it up, get it done, and get the deck beams on and carry on with the process. So it is a bit upsetting just to actually just cut the deck up and sort of rip it away. But it is knackered, isn't it? So it's like I'd have to dig out every plug, which, there is a lot of them, but it is not the best condition anyway, is it? I just don't like to waste things when you think that could be used for some paneling inside or something like that. But it is what it is.
So I think because we've got this here, this is what the original HDML anchor you used to attach to. I'm going to take them, because we took them out in one beam at a time, but I think we're going to take about, do half here. To take this section out, because this has got a support at the moment, so we'll take this one out first. And then we'll cut down that way, then that one should be away, then it might fall then, I don't know.
Okay, so I need to move some electrics again. Simon has assured me...
Which colour? Which colour?
I'm doing the live first.
Hang on, but that might be what they want you to think.
Simon has assured me I'm perfectly safe just cutting the wires. I'll go for the blue one
No!
first.
No! Oh! Right, we'll trace these cables and then we'll see if Gemma's hair's standing on end at the end of it.
Right, all the lights are away. Fingers. Big hole in the boat! Oh my god!
Looks big from up here.
Oh my god. That's only half of it. We've still got to do the other side.
Okay, so we've now got a massive hole in the boat. Got to start filling it back in now, haven't we? So now we need to bring them down now. So we just cut the ends now to get them level. But they've also got to match these ones perfectly. And also match the bulkhead on the end there perfectly. So as I said, I'm going to do some rough cuts on it. Get it close. And then we'll set up some string lines, which I've already got a system set up for that. So, sweet. It's going well. It's looking good. Weather's good. Shit, shouldn't have said that. We know we want to go all the way down there, so we'll take a little cut off it for now like that. So we'll start with that. It's going to end up being around here somewhere, but start small. I'm definitely going to work out today anyway. Lifting beams up above my head. What do you think? Right, so that's the first two cuts done. Not bad, quite good. So it lands now against the hull there, but it's on top of the beam shelf. What we need to do is like a bird's mouth, is it called? Basically it hooks over the top of the beam shelf, which I think is a good thing, because that will stop the beam shelf flexing outwards or inwards or whatever. So, but I think we'll move on to the next beam first. We'll get it to this stage, then we'll set up our string lines, and then we can be a lot more precise then. Alright, next beam. While I'm doing beams, Gemma's doing a bit of sanding around the area, so when it's all done, it looks beautiful. Right, so I've now put my string line up just to check we're doing things right. So my string line here is set 150mm off the bottom of this beam, which we know is right. Set 150mm on the aft end where the bulkhead, that's right. So what we want is these beams now to come down to 150mm. And at the moment we're like 195, we'll call it 190. So we need to take what, 40mm off it for now. So 40mm off here, but I think we'll start with 30mm. So we'll take 30mm off either end, get it close on both of them, and we'll just sort of work our way. And then when we get closer, then we'll run strings down port and starboard. Right, that's the plan. So we now set the scribe to, what did we say, 30mm. So that'll take us 30mm off. What do you reckon? Okay.
Doesn't look like 30mm.
Well, it won't be 30mm that way, will it? So it's slightly easier cutting down here, but the buckets are a bit wobbly. My sawing technique's not the best. So, should we see if this one fits? Technically should be about 15mm up.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Is that what you think?
Yeah, because we cut to 30, we needed it to come down 15, so it should be 15mm off.
It's probably like going to be touching my head, isn't it? Or Gemma's what
No,
do you
you're
call
going to
that?
have to cut
What
it
do you
all
call that
again.
sticky up? But it's not a bud, is it?
Plait.
Pony. It just like sticks up here. Does it hurt if I do that, or is it like softening?
Get away.
I've already just measured this part. So I'm kind of looking a bit accomplished, maybe. What number's that?
160.
160.
So 10mm.
10mm to go. This is good. This one. Right, we'll take 10 more mils out of it, and then yeah, so we're good. I don't know whether to do the third beam today. Do you know what I mean?
That 10mm doesn't make sense though. Because
Does?
we set it needed to come down 45.
Yeah.
We set it at 30, so technically it should have been 15, not 10. But then I suppose you think of your thickness of your Sharpie.
Yeah.
Each time you've made a cut.
And the roughness of my cut.
Yeah. Okay.
So there you go. It's close.
How close are we?
Very. I've kind of realised that the beams are sort of tilted ever so slightly, so that's not knocked off our measurements, but we couldn't really get that close, if that makes sense. So I've put this piece across the top now just to keep them both in line. All the measurements are like even now, so now we need to come down.
So it was definitely not meant to rain today. And guess what? Not what you need when your whole boat is open. So have you finished with your cuts and your saws?
Chill out. I don't know if that's good or bad.
And you said you're not good with a handsaw.
I'm not very. That's nice. So we're down to the finer cuts now. So
nearly there.
Almost there. It's taking a while though.
So a lot of you might be worried that like when Simon uses Sharpie on the beams to mark them out, what happens if you like put some Sharpie mark where one shouldn't be?
I wasn't worried.
But I'm gonna give you a little top tip. How do you get rid of Sharpie marks that you don't want? So blue roll doesn't come off, does it? So have you heard of the dry wipe trick? So I've got a dry wipe, you know, like a whiteboard marker. Or a whiteboard. No, whiteboard. Yeah, look. So basically, get your whiteboard marker pen. Rub it on your Sharpie. Right. Cloth. Now, obviously I wouldn't go drawing on your cars and stuff like this because it does still leave a little bit of a mark. Bit of spit. But it's better. So I have done this on other things and it has come off completely. But yeah, it's better than that line, isn't it? Probably help if you actually had like a decent dry wipe pen that actually works. So maybe if my pen hadn't run out, that'd do a better job. So now you know how to get Sharpie off if you need to.
Turns out these lines were cut lines. Not once to do a demonstration on how to get rid of Sharpie. We've just come to refit it and I've been like, it should be very close now. And I was like, oh, the lines there. Forgot to cut them.
And I shouldn't have rubbed them out.
It's lucky you did a crap job of your demonstration.
Well, I only done one side, so I rubbed out that side because me dry wipe died. But I didn't rub out that side, so good job.
Good job, Jem.
Right, cut your wood.
Right, cool. Right, back in. Hopefully the final time, who knows? So where should we start? Start in the middle. Good place to start it. So our number we wanted is 150. What is it? It's like 150. And then what's this one? Oh, 149.
Oh, do you know what? We won't fight over a mill. The
No.
bank would, but we won't.
This is 151.
I think a millimetre here and there on a wooden boat
151.
is probably actually quite good, isn't it?
150.
Ooh.
151. Have you noticed on camera? I've always noticed this, right? You can't always see the tape measure.
Okay.
You can't see the numbers. Can you see it? It's like, I don't get it. This is clear as day to our normal eyes, but cameras don't like tape measures. Alright, brew time. Definitely on the brew, and then we'll get these fitted.
I want to go and look at it from the roof.
Come on. There's your brew.
Let's have a brew on our roof needs a clean. Hasn't been clean for 2 years. Wow. Look at it.
It's a big boat, isn't it? You kind of forget how big the boat is. When you're working in like very small confined spaces, your project, your mindset is just on that particular part. But sometimes when you come up here, it's like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
it's a good sized boat.
When you look in front of you, and then you look behind you. Got a lot of work to do that way, haven't we? But hey, guess what? From like the ends of my toes onwards, There's no rot.
Holy cow, yeah.
That's like...
That's a good way.
Don't look at that bit. Don't look at that beam. But look, hide that bit of rot. It's all new. It is an 80-year-old new boat.
Brand new second-hand boat, as Matt Armstrong would say.
But also, when you look at it, it's still the original boat. There's, you know, we've changed probably 1% of the outside planking in that front area, because we've only done the very tops of the planks.
Obviously, we've still got to look underneath it yet, but...
Yeah. That's a question that we got asked the other week.
Okay.
Is, you're doing all this work, but how do you know what the bottom's like?
I haven't got a clue. Until we lift it out of the water, and then we'll fix it. Whatever's wrong with her, we'll fix it. It's gonna have to, we're committed to doing. I
think for an old wooden boat, and when we have got water, she doesn't take on.
No. In the summer she does a bit, you know, she sort of dries out a little bit and then a bit of water comes in, but apart from that...
It's natural though, isn't it? In the winter she dries a bone, so
weirdly,
that's sort of a good indication to us that the underneath is sound. And as you've seen, the damage is all up high.
Fresh water. When
we've been down in the bilges are still like newish, so it's a good indication. But at the end of the day, if we can do that where we are here, then we can fix a keel in a dry dock a few years down the line. Okay, so now we are fitting the deck beams in place after a bit of a domestic, because I said I want to be in charge of the glue, because Simon puts that much glue in it, it just oozes out and it takes me forever to clean. Simon said we need that much in it because that's what's holding the boat together, and I said, well, if that's what's holding the boat together, we need to stop building a boat.
There's always a fine line between like structural and design, isn't there? See what I mean? I'm very more the structural, make sure it's straight. Gemma's more like... Yeah,
but a little bit of glue in there is not holding it together. When you've got a nail there, it's going to be fixed with a knee, and then you've got the packers in, which is then fixed, then you've got a big deck on it.
Yeah. But on the other hand, in the future, we don't need to be like... Shut up, Gem.
Come on, fix this deck.
While I'm drilling this, you're going to tell them a story about the drill.
Okay. Wait until you see my new jigsaw as well, and sander. So what we've done is the money that you guys have sent us with Amazon gift cards and donations, we've put it towards new tools because we were getting desperate. So we've invested in some nice shiny yellow tools.
For the glue gun.
Oh no. I'm doing the glue.
I'm doing my head in.
Right, lift me up. That's all you're getting.
What about down the side there?
Don't know. I've just gone right over your nail oil.
No?
Oh, no. Go on. Well, I'll give you a little bit, but then I'll have to get my gloves on and clean it straight up. Come on. Lift it a little bit more, can you?
Send all that home later. I've literally just checked my measurements from underneath here, obviously because we've nailed it, moved it slightly, but it's all still bang on, so that's why I've just committed them. Right, what time is it?
Packer time! Right, so we'll just do some overcuts. So
600.
well, no, because it's only 510, isn't it?
Yeah. You can cut them
550. What? So you need to go from... Oh.
Yeah, 600.
Yeah, okay.
By the angles and stuff like that.
Let's go and cut some 600 pieces. I can't help you, I'm holding the camera.
No, just twizzle that now.
What?
Tighten up for me.
Oh, it's twizzling. I didn't know what you meant.
Okay.
The saw. The saw.
Yeah, that's right. I'll move it.
Let's go after glove.
Okay. Right, I'm just going to quickly fit these knees now. Exciting this, isn't it? It's all coming together nice and strong. Is that the right way?
That's better.
Right, so we need to get rid of this beam now. Well, this has actually got a registration number on it. So we're going to be careful with this one. And then in the future we should put this number back on, won't you, Gemma?
So I need to put it back on to the beams, but I said I was gonna laser engrave it in and get it set into the beam that we put back into this one. But then I had sort of a brainwave that because we don't know the layout of this room, what happens if we ended up putting a bulkhead in and it covered half of it? So we will be putting the numbers back on the beam, but maybe at a later date when I can work out the best location for it to be on full view. More holes in your boat.
Right then, that beam's not fitting very well, so let's get to cutting it. We're going to start cutting the ends and bringing her down. And hopefully she comes in line with these. Then we'll give it a quick cut down there just to get us closer. Alright, so that's the first two cuts of about 200. So let's put this back in, keep going. Might try and do a bit more braver this time. A few more bigger cuts, but that's when it can all go wrong, couldn't it? See how we get on. Alright, it's getting closer. Let's check on the measurements. We want it to be 150 or 165 at the moment. So small chunks. Next one I'll take 10mm off, and then we can fine tune it to 5mm then. And it's hot today as well. It's hot. Right then, seems to be fitting quite nice now. The numbers are really good. About a mil low in the middle. Obviously these beams, they've been kept, and maybe they straighten themselves out, I don't know, trying. So I think when we put the boards on it, I think we might support the middle until the boards are on to get the camber. I don't know. We don't want it to sag, because even when I stand on it, it influences it and stuff. So right, so I think now we need to get these nailed, and then we can get onto the longitudinals. Drill a little hole in that. So now we've got all these beams in now. What we need to do is put the longitudinals in. I think what we did last time, we basically put all the packaging on the outside there and cut the hole flat and got all that sort of aligned. But I think what we're going to do now, we're going to do it slightly different. We're going to put the longitudinals in first. That'll stiffen them all up, set all the gaps and stuff. And then we're going to put the two centre boards on it. So hopefully we're going to be putting the board down there and then down here. So it all ties it all together. And then we can then give us somewhere to work, and also when we leave we can put the sheet over it, because we're kind of running out of material to put over it. Right, let's see if we can.
So I'm making the longitudinal inside decorative pieces. So we've got these Iroko boards, so I need to give them a good sand up, radius the corners, and then they'll be ready to get cut into the right size to go in once the first layer of longitudinals is in.
So what I've done there is I've left it so we can put the longitudinal in, and then we can leave it long so we can join it to the new ones.
So I don't know whether we've actually told you. Today is summer. And, you know, we get a couple of days in the UK, as you know. Today is the hottest day of the year. So we are absolutely cooking out here on this deck. There's no wind.
There is actually, in the past few minutes, there's a tiny little breeze just picks up. And I'd love to take my top off, but
You don't want to put people off, do you?
I don't want to make everyone jealous.
Put it away. So we're just getting all the longitudinals lined up, ready to mark and cut. It is here as well. Perfect. Right, so we can mark that.
There you go. Right, so as we know, we've cut them. We've got to join these longitudinals up, haven't we? So how we've just done it then is we've cut them both on top of each other. We've cut straight through both of them, and then once the longitudinal gets sunk into the beam, then it'll move forward the blade's width, and then we can glue them together. A lot of people have been saying on the comments, why didn't you just butt join them on the beams? I really get that idea. So I think they meant basically, so imagine there's a cut there, so like join them both together here. So great idea. I think this is a lot stronger because we've got a full length going across the beam here, haven't we? So there's a full length, so if that gets pulled on or pushed on or whatever, there's a full length. And now with us joining it this way, with us having a piece glued underneath, there's a lot more surface area to connect them both together. Does that make any sense? You put a lot of stress on the beam. You got to think when we're walking over it as well, like the downwards force, it's spread, it's glued and screwed together there rather than directly on a beam where there won't be much bearing roller. And as well, so now technically we'll have one piece going all the way through the boat rather than loads of joins in it. So yeah, it's quick sort of. I do get it. It'd probably be a lot easier to do it that way, but this is how we're doing it. So that's what it is. Alright, it's a beautiful day. Right, so just to clarify what I was on about, so let's say here's our beam, okay? And we've got some wood coming right across there. So here's our piece of wood. Let's say if we had a join there, it'd put a lot of stress on that beam because we have these underneath pieces which Gemma's just been routing. So they go there. So our join now is here. So it's carried by them rather than if it was there, then there wouldn't be any structure that way. As you can see, not that it matters because all the pliers going like fore and aft in it, so the pliers going to be taking up a lot of that strength, but got to do what we can. Right, so I need to do this one now. It's kind of nowhere to stand. Can you do it from there?
No.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Okay. The back of my blade will be alright there, won't it?
Oh, you're close.
Close.
Very close.
Close is good.
Not to me gorgeous beam, it's not.
Can't see my blade. There we go. You alright at the back, yeah?
You are now, yeah.
I hope my mum's not watching this.
You deserve a telling off for that. That was dangerous.
Oh.
Should have put scaffold up.
Yeah. Right, so I've got myself a nice new router bit. So after last time when we had a small smolder, and it's hot today as well, so hopefully this one doesn't burn as much and just cuts nice. Right, let's get to it. Well, we've got our little 2 channels cut out now, which we know we're hoping that the width's perfect, so now we need to machine out the rest of it. Right, one down. There's no expansion gap this time. It's like perfect, tight. Right, it's got the other 2 to do. Save me a little, yeah, I'll use this. Not bad, slight casualty. I've just sort of broke that. Bit forceful knocking in. Doesn't matter, it's perfectly fine.
You'll never see it.
You'll never see it. Unless you watch this video.
Don't watch the video.
Right, middle one now. And then I was going to say we're halfway there, but we're beyond halfway. That's great. What is it? 2/3?
It's just now, obviously I don't want Simon balanced on the beams as he's routering. So let's work out a safe way to do this. Because he said, I'll leave a balance on the beam or I'll balance downstairs on a bucket. And to me, balancing equals the chance of slipping equals the chance of scratching my beams. So let's make this a bit more less beam dangerous. So the longitudinal material that I made for the underneath bits, what we're going to do now is we're going to put it in the gaps and then go underneath and draw some lines. Then we know where we need to cut it, because the beams aren't 100% sort of 90 degrees, so it's sort of a cheat to make it easier to get the cuts.
It's a brilliant idea, that.
That was my idea. Yes.
How many is that this year?
That's got to be the second one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to go. Pencil. The reason we're using pencil, it'll come off easier. Okay, so when we take them off, we'll number them. We'll figure out a numbering system. That's free, that one. Do you have to turn it on to cutter?
Funny, aren't you?
Ah, I see what you're doing there, that's good. Right, so while Jem's cutting these, I'm just going to mix up some epoxy, then we're going to glue the longitudinals down, and then we're going to fit these bittiness ones on underneath.
With the epoxy, use half the amount that you think you need.
Control. To me ever so. Okay. Cool.
Do you want me to do that?
Yeah, come on. doing now?
Cleaning your oozage.
Leave my ooze alone. Hang on a minute, what's that? Just hold your arm up again. What? Get out!
Get away. I've never had muscles no matter how much. Like, actually I do. But I don't go to the gym, so. And I don't eat protein, I eat chocolate.
So I just walk down the stairs, and as you're walking down the stairs, ladders, what we call them, boats. So you see all this mess here, and then you go down, and you just get revealed with this, like, amazing deck structure. And I'm going to say amazing, even though I did it, I'm the most humble person in the world, but this is actually pretty cool. And this has been in the making for like the past, what, 9 months on it.
I don't think I've ever seen prettier deck beams on a boat.
I'm sure some super duper yachts.
Yeah, they're all hidden a bit, yeah? You'll get nice wooden...
Yeah, come on, so you need to give us a like, don't you, and a thumbs up for this.
And a subscribe.
And a subscribe. I'm sure you've already subscribed, don't you?
Do you know
Not that it matters.
There is a lot of people who don't realise to subscribe to us is totally free.
Really?
Yeah, there is a lot of people that don't realise that. All you need is just a YouTube account. So you subscribe, and you can even press a little notification bell so YouTube will tell you when we release a video.
I wouldn't, because it'll just ping all the time.
Yeah, we don't release that many, but there is some midweek ones that you may have missed.
Yeah, actually, it's a good point, actually. That's a good point, that.
So it doesn't cost you anything. But it means a lot to us, and the more subscribers we get, the more YouTube will recommend us to other people.
And then the more you get to see of random things like this eventually.
Shiny hardwood.
Even though we've been saying this for about how many years? Oh, we'll have the deck on this one day, we'll have the deck on this one day.
That one day is happening.
Well, that one day's here, and we're roasted and complaining about the heat, mainly. Chebba's quick clean.
I'm cleaning them because
Why are you cleaning them?
Because they're too dusty and you can't appreciate them when they're full of dust.
Can anyone see dust anywhere on the whole boat?
They shine better when they're clean.
Right, so now what we need to do is put the underneath pieces on that we've been routing and cutting. Gives it a bit of meat, some for the deck screws to screw into. And it looks pretty. It looks beautiful. Right, so let's get these little decorative pieces fitted now. And then when I think all these are in, then we can put the boards on. That'll be exciting, won't it? Yeah?
Yeah. There we go. Perfect.
Blame the sun.
Yeah.
Perfect, that.
That looks awesome.
I'm loving this every time I look at it.
Look at it. Woohoo! Need to get rid of them 2 bits of wood now though, because they're just spoiling the look of me actual construction.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I need to come and look from above. Stop shaking the boat.
So can you, do you know in the gaps in between, in these scarves are in its hair? Right. Is it flexing there?
No, just the whole boat's like...
Weird, right, the boats with no decks, right, they're bad. This now has gone so wibbledy-wobbledy. 31 ton boat, 70 odd foot, it's flexing.
Yeah, but you think it's got no deck on. We also took the wire supports off that we had at the front. We've also took a post out, so it's lost a lot of its stuff that keeps it together. So it's bound to shake a little bit. Actually, I've been on people's boats that shake even when they have got a deck on. What? Whoa.
I bet you it doesn't flex when we get the boards on it.
No. So what's the next job?
Well, off camera, we've just done them big long scarves, so they're all done now. We've done the copper nails on the knees that we can't do if the plywood's on. And I think we can put the 2 cents piece of the plywood in, which is the bonus.
But,
well, I'm a bit concerned about the sag because it's not connected to the rest of this deck, so I'm just going to put a quick prop under it just while the ply goes on. And then once the ply's on, that'll hold its shape, won't it?
because this beam, the last one we put in, hasn't even got its knees on yet. And obviously it's a big span.
In fact, it doesn't really. You can hardly see it flex there. So if I sort of see the distance between there and there, do it sort of...
That's on your body weight.
Yeah. So that's not... It's pretty good, really.
So you're putting a prop in or not?
Yeah.
You better not scratch me lovely beam.
Oh.
Oh.
Prop's not big enough.
That's the problem now since
It's all higher.
your boat's taller.
Right, so this one will give it about 3 mil of uplift. We've set some shims up at the bottom. There we go.
Bit of extra support for your old boat. I was quite excited before when we got rid of that post.
Well, this can come out after today. It's just while we load it up. Right, let's get rid of all these and then get some plywood on.
Yes.
Right, we're ready for the plywood. So I've got it to the door, but I could do with a help off Gemma. You ready, Gem?
No. I feel ill.
Why?
I feel like I could physically vomit. I don't know, I think it's just too much time outside in the sun. And I'm literally like, I can't pick myself up. So I'm going to pick a big heavy piece of wood up. Oh, not just one, two. Today's a killer.
Do you want me to do it? I can do this. I can do it. 50 kilos each. Fine. Just a bit awkward.
I just might vomit in the process.
I'll be sick with it. Don't get on your beams.
Oh no, okay.
Gem will be very angry. Anyways, what time is it? It's getting on a bit now on Friday. I'm looking forward to going home and watching Ship Happens, to be honest with you.
Yeah. It is actually the 19th.
I know what happens.
Today is the 19th of July and it is 4 minutes to 6.
Right, and we're still not watertight because we're getting some weather, aren't we, soon?
Tomorrow's going to rain, so we cannot leave today until this deck's on and it's fully waterproof, and I feel ill as anything.
Right, shall I go and try and move one on my own?
We'll do it together. You get the drone.
Want the drone going? As soon as the drone's in there, that means go, go, go.
Yeah. before we pick these down, just to give ourselves a little perk, a little pick-me-up, should we go and see what it looks like from the underneath? Right, you're going to see our reaction.
It's going to be dark. No, it's not. Well, it's darkish.
There's no lights down there, is there? Hold on, okay, it still looks bright. It looks brighter now than it did with the roof off before.
No, it doesn't.
So, hold on, so that's what we can see now.
It does on the camera, actually.
Yeah, it is brighter. Oh, it's okay, you can't nap it off because there's mud on that bit. There's mud on there. That's getting cut off to that beam, so that's fine.
There's mud there as well. So I think when she's screwed, she'll be
Look at it!
She'll be right, won't she?
I love the white, you know, against the wooden beams.
Yeah.
Obviously we've still got to varnish all of these to match.
Yeah. And you got to paint and put your top coat on these, haven't you? So.
Yeah. What do we think?
I think this is grand.
Right, let's get this screwed on. Let's give me the little pick-me-up that I needed. Still feel crap. I think I've got sunstroke or something. I just feel like I want to vomit. Probably hungry because like an hour and a half past me tea.
On the marks there.
Yeah, so plan now, cut this one back to land on that beam and cut this one back to land on that beam.
Right, so they're all cut now, so what we're going to do now is flip this one over and then we'll put a bit of glue under it and then we're going to roll this one back over. Yes, it should be corner now.
Sliding.
No, throws a clamp.
Right, you need to come to me.
Right, so I've just put a couple of screws down the centre there. You can see now it's starting to stick up there. So I think because it's stick, obviously it's got to follow the camber of the deck, hasn't it? So I think we'll do the same with on the starboard side now, and then we'll get the centre line screwed and that should stick out, then we'll start bringing it around to get the curvature. Otherwise we could flatten around, we don't want to flatten around.
Can't wait to get a deck on because you give me a heart attack every time you just walk across the beams like a ballerina.
You know, people's anxieties like that, I don't know, it's like your anxiety, isn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, I've got bad anxiety over it there.
You wouldn't do it yourself.
When he was routering the middle bits before, I had to go inside and I couldn't look. I just couldn't watch because it just gives me like proper panics.
What was you like when I was racing?
Oh, you don't want to know. I'm so glad. You might have just put like 10 years on my life by you stopping bike racing, to be honest. Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Let's go into you.
Get it in your corner first.
Okay. I need to let go. Like that's it.
You let go. here. Gemma's got OCD or something.
Well, it's easier to sort of get it off while it's wet than when it's dry. You've got to cut it off with a knife.
We've almost got a roof over our head, haven't we?
Almost. We should be dry this winter at this front bit.
The pointy end.
Yeah, just this bit, like, don't get ahead of yourselves and thinking all of the boat. But the bow should be dry this winter. Which is an achievement.
Yes. But we've done, what, I don't know how many beams we're up to now.
8.
So yeah, there's beam number 9. So yeah, we've done 8 beams. So we've got up to 12 to do, beam 12. And then, it'll be a pretty strong bow then, won't it? So what's that, 4 more beams?
And they're all made.
4 beams, they're all made. Got no messing around now at the front to do like on the bow, like with the cleat and stuff like that.
Oh, we've got one big problem area though.
One.
The wheelhouse.
The wheelhouse? Oh, we've got that sorted, haven't we? It's fine. It's fine. We'll just take it off and put it back on again. I've seen them do it on big ships. They just take the whole chunks off. Build a crane. I'm sure Gemma's got it planned, hasn't she? She's got a plan in her head. Have you seen how much higher the new deck is? So this is there. So that's how high it should be. But it's got a bit flat on it, a bit deflated. Right, now you finished your cleaning, we're going to do have a look from the top.
Yeah, come on then. God, deck.
Don't lie down, you won't get back up.
I know. I feel well and truly decked.
Okay.
We've dreamed of this day.
We have, yeah. It's not quite finished yet, but...
Yeah, but look, I can sunbathe on my foredeck.
Yeah, good point.
Without falling through.
So we've still got to put obviously the side pieces in, we've got to cut all that back. We made the packers the other day, didn't we?
Yeah.
I'll put all
Tell
that
you what, we'll do that on the next episode. So thank you all so much for watching, and thank you all so much for your love and support, and we're just made up to actually get to this stage of putting deck on, and it's all been with your support. So thank you so much, because this deck as well, we owe 2 people a very special thank you, and that's to Terry all the way in America, who helped us with the deck beams. So without his help, that would have been a real struggle for us. And also to Scotty, who donated the plywood. So without them too, we couldn't have afforded to be as far along now as what we are. So thank you so much for your help. This project is all funded through YouTube. So obviously the more support we get, the more work we can do. So thank you all so much. Right, I'm going home because I'm knackered, so see you all next week.
Bye!